Welcome back to the Middle-earth Project. We're back playing as our guy, Gimlakad, the Cruel of Umbar. A lot of you in the comments I noticed were writing out phonetic pronunciations for this name. I appreciate it, but I don't remember how to do it still. So, our goal is to create the Empire of Anadune, and we're actually not too far off. In terms of de jure land, we do hold most of it here. We control 70%. Now, we do need 3 kingdom-level titles. In the Empire of Anadune, there are only 2 de jure ones, Umbar and Belakar. Belakar still exists, quite massive, but most of their land here is a desert, so I'm not too concerned about that. I think what we need to do is prepare for ourselves for another war on this guy. Now, we've got to wait, what is that, 9 years before the truce is over, so we could have this man assassinated to death, or we could wait for him to die. I mean, he's 190. How long do Numenorians live? Can't imagine it'd be much over 200. Yeah. So instead, why don't we attack this province that is apparently split off? Because we do need to make another kingdom level type from somewhere, and Akor seems like the next most suitable one, and that will give us well over half of Akor if we steal that. So, why not? We can only conquest one at a time. A little bit of a shame, because obviously it's all the same ruler, but if we're good with assassinations, things like that, I feel like we can make this go pretty quickly. I want to be able to form the kingdom, or the empire, I should say, of Anadune within this episode, if we can manage it. And then obviously after that, maybe take the whole of the deserts, maybe take the Easterlings as well. I would like to take out the Dunedain, but I think that's a long-term plan. That would be cool, though. Okay, so, first things first. Special minor titles grantable. Let's get ourselves a regent. Let's get ourselves a personal guard. Now, how close are we to religious revocation? We are pretty close. We've got everything we need, but obviously the prior level of revoked title there. Obviously, we want to do that so we can replace these guys here, the Southrons. We want to replace those guys with Black Numenorians, funnily enough. Now, we can't do this to these guys, because that would piss them off somewhat. Did we not have a rebellious vassal that we beat in war? Maybe we already replaced him? I'm not entirely sure at this point. Kind of hard to tell them apart. That's not racism. That's just the fact that the majority of them are all the same child portrait. Now, what we want to do is... I've already done it. Sorry, I'm dying, so you're going to have to bear with me here. We do have auto-stop plots unenabled. Why have we done that? Well, it means that if we find any of our vassals leading plots, we can just revoke their title because they're a traitor. Or we can try and imprison them and have to go to war and then revoke their titles after we beat them in war. Lots of different ways we can do that. Obviously, they're only branded a traitor if they refuse to stop the plot, which they probably won't, given how much influence and power we have right now. But, that's a long-term thing. Plus, I doubt we're going to get any plots seeing as we are, just diligent, patient, all those good traits you want in your liege. Plus, everyone loves us. Let's not rely on that. I feel like we're just going to need religious revocation when that rolls around. Now, I've marked Search for a Smith of Special Interest. We're not going to want to do that for a while, because we want to get the tier 4 artifacts, and the only way to get tier 3 or tier 4 is to be an empire. And then, even then, you need like 3,000 gold to be able to get the true tier 4 gear. So we might as well wait a while before we do that. We've got some alright stuff anyway, so it's not too bad. Is this ceremonial? No. Was that give march +2, personal combat +1? That gives the mounted troops, and that gives light troops. No. Monthly influence. Normally maces give heavy troops, isn't it? But that just gives personal combat. I suppose because it's a light mace rather than a forged mace. Alright, let's do it. We've fulfilled the ambition to become King of Umbar. That seems like a pretty decent start to me. We built a war chest. Now, we have had the trade route, haven't we? Oh, we've still got that extraordinary artifact as well that we're searching for. That'd be very cool. Now, we probably want to flip away from the business folks. The only other thing we can get from it at this stage is the Grand Tower event. We can also get some weird stuff like building ourselves a garden and things like that. Or maybe that is rulership. Either way, we might want to flip to rulership. Or maybe even scholarship. Scholarship gives us... I'm trying to think what focuses, because we're going to have the opportunity to do all of them, since we're going to live for a very, very long time. I'm trying to think what focuses would be best to take that actually give the stacking buffs that are permanent. So obviously, scholarship allows us to become a scholar, gives us those learning bonuses, gives us a chance of becoming, a mystic, scholar, or erudite, is it? I think so. We could potentially get any of those. Theology is more in the long term, turning your bad traits into good traits. Same with rulership. We've got kind of both of those. We might even want to take carousing for a chance at gregarious or even hedonist if we really wanted it. Hunting is also one for the long term, but I think we'll start with scholarship. Why not? Can we build an observatory? We can. I thought they might have taken it out, but I suppose there was sort of observatory style things in medieval times. Not like the traditional ones we think of today on top of the hill with a massive lens, but, close enough. More about observing the stars, I suppose, with your eyes rather than a big old powerful electro telescope. You've begun the construction of an observatory. It will take time to collect all the necessary materials and get everything in order. I can't wait. Spymaster? Oh shit. What is this one? Oh, the artifact. Nice. Spymaster Adunafel has uncovered several clues indicating that head Banu of our 10 clans possess important information. The artifacts of great importance. The spies are yours. I'm glad she's making progress, because there is a risk when, say for example, we had our Marshal looking for it, when you flip between your Marshal and, say, your Spy Master, that you can lose a lot of progress and actually just lose it permanently. But we seem to be getting quite lucky here. It probably helps that all our chances are very, very good. We could threaten the vassal. He is our son, so maybe not. Is he our heir? He is our heir as well. Maybe let's not threaten him. Like, our heir, for example, when we play as him, I will take either rulership or theology to try and get these really crappy traits into something a lot better. Maybe rulership to flip arbitrary into just. A daughter was born to our daughter and somebody. This dude here. King Lorban the Lecher, who is already married. Okay, understandable. Named Loss. Is this Loss? It is now. Right, let's actually go ahead and marry our daughter then. Maybe try and get an alliance somewhere kind of relevant. What about an alliance with Rune? Or are they a little too far away? Yeah, they're way out of Diplo range. I don't want to make an alliance with Harad, seeing as they're next on our hit list. You know, they've only got 1,000 men there, so we're already beating them in terms of military size. Is that reinforced as well? Yeah, it is. Damn. Oh, no, wait. Check the Empire level title. Really, they don't have many troops at all, do they? 3,274. Now, they aren't fully reinforced, so that could change. So we've got almost 6k troops then when we're fully reinforced, so that's pretty decent. That'll work out quite well for us. Now, what about, Balakar? What are you up to right now? 600? Reinforced? Not much more. Okay, that's good for us. So all of our neighbors are weaker than us. Do you want to try fabricating claims on somewhere and maybe go, you know, outside the realm, do some holy wars elsewhere? Probably not. I think right now we just want to bide our time. You know, wait for these truces to expire. We might even just want to attack Harad now. Do we have any holy wars we can do or anything like that? No, because they're also going to be men of darkness, aren't they? Yeah. Can we attack for duchy level titles? Attack Harad. We can push... well, that won't help. That's just going to make someone else the emperor. So these are pushing claims for other people. What have we got for ourselves? We can, right at the bottom there, we can conquest 3 duchies, or we can make them our tribute. Not really worth it. I'm actually going to start fabricating claims in that case. What's our chance yearly? 20%? I mean, the game speed is pretty good, so I'm fine doing this for once. We probably want to fabricate claims on the duchies immediately to our north there. So we'll take Faraz first. Then we'll move over and try and take a claim on Akor. Where's the capital of Faraz? Should have probably moved in there instead. All the way up there. Holy shit, that's all one duchy? Madness. Okay, we should have moved that guy up there instead. The observatory is finally ready. It's with great anticipation that you're prepared to make your first observations. I wonder what strange things I'll discover. Gain the trait, Dunedain, Infertility. I assume that's just a pulse whenever we load the game in that case. Message about arranged betrothal was lost because I'm playing on a high speed. I forgot what speed 5 actually meant speed 5 in this game, rather than Mad World West speed 5 just means I don't have to wait 12 years of my actual life to pass a year in-game. You spent many nights looking at the stars in your observatory. It's truly fascinating. There are so many questions to ask. Do we go for how do the stars move? Become a heliocentrist scholar. Heliocentrist scholar. Not bad. Gives us lots of prestige, but we can also be branded a heretic. Or do we say there's something strange out there for tech points? You know what? Let's go for the tech points. Let's try and beat them in tech. Seeing as I imagine our learning's not bad. Yeah, 15. What's our sun like? 0. That's okay. That's not terrible. This guy wants his heir to marry our daughter. Yeah, I thought he might. Maybe we'll decline that, eh? These people can marry because I don't really know who you are and I don't really care either. We've got another betrothal. Yep, go crazy. We can extort our subjects. We're not going to be doing that. And we can shut the gates. Is that just because we're paranoid? We aren't paranoid, so there actually must be a disease kicking around. Yep, we got smallpox on its way. Oh, it seems to be receding. I think we're alright. Put the speed back up. See what events we get. See, I haven't got anything in particular right now that we could do. We could go raiding, I guess. But again, I'm trying to let our troops reinforce a little bit so that we can go to war pretty comfortably with some of these larger empires. Or at least this larger empire. These guys aren't really relevant. 192. What's our plot power on him? 28%. What about the plot... Excuse me. What about the plot power on this dude? Just in case we do decide to do conquest after conquest. 41%. Isn't he also... Oh, no. One of them is our grandson. One of the kings, isn't it? Okay, well, we won't worry about that then. My grandson. There he is. Probably don't want to kill off this dude. My marshal has discovered a man of great military talent. Thank you, Marshal. Appreciate it. Oh, we get straight paranoid. Okay, now when we, you know, get the option to shut the gates, maybe we can ignore it. There's not really much else to do right now, is there? Show Middle-earth decisions. We could hunt for the ring at some point. Oh, sweet, we can do these. That'd be cool. Learner improve healing, learner improve singing. Healing seems most useful to me, seeing as I guess if we're injured in battle or something, maybe we could try and cure ourselves. For a small price of 200 influence and 200 piety, that seems fair enough to me. I will do that. With some time, effort, and money invested, I think I can learn or improve my ability to heal those stricken by the ails of this world. Yeah, and 250 gold as well. That's absolutely fine. It seems like it can only be a good thing, right? And Umbar prospers. Excellent. Sweet. So yeah, I've got to kind of get my head around what we're going to be doing in our downtime then, just because, Oh. Now, I haven't seen this. When we control Akor, Umbar, and Belikar, we can actually make... Oh, so I assume the Empire level title we can't form... It's formed through a special decision? So we need to be... Oh, no, it's not formed through a special decision, but I assume the decision is another way to do it, then. The High Kingship of Anadun. Well, that's what we want to do. Oh, we can improve singing at the same time. Should we just do it, seeing as we have the resources to do so? Yeah, we might as well, eh? I've regretted news that Spy Master has experienced a setback in the search for the artifact. Oh, okay, sure. I mean, that's okay. The research constructing the observatory at night has proven deeply fascinating. I really hope we can get this artifact. It sounds so cool. And obviously, I don't know any of the artifacts in the mod, so... This is where she turns up. It's just like, Hand of a Saint, plus 0.1 monthly prestige. The population of Narik Zedan, influenced by your glorious Anadunic culture and neighboring provinces, have adopted a culture like that of Anadun. Like monkeys imitating men. Wow. Holy shit. My blood still makes me better. Narik Zedan becomes Umbarian. And Narik Zedan becomes Black Numenorians. Oh, so are they actually flipping over to our culture? Where is that? Narik. Let's actually break this down here so I can find it. Where is that? Must be one of ours. Narik Zedan, this one here. Balakays, let's see what it actually flips to. Yeah, it did become Umbarian and Black Numenorians there. Cool, very cool. That's nice to see. It's time to apply what I've learned, and to see if I've improved, I need to focus. I said it's nice to see about an event where we just said my race is superior, and we also called those monkeys. Not what I meant. Not what I was getting at there. Please feel free to edit that out. It's time to apply what I've learned, and see if I've improved. I need to focus. 40% chance of getting a straight herbalist. Come on. What does that give us? Intrigue +1. Hey, I like that. Did we fail? I think we failed. It's only 40% chance. Enough time has passed, I can try to gather materials and attempt to learn more if I want. Okay, so we have to, I assume, do it again from the intrigue menu. Yeah, we do. Okay, fair enough. So it's a little risky. 35% chance of getting a straight songwriter. That's going to give us diplomacy +1. Nice, we actually got it. Sweet. Songwriter. That's awesome. Now, I wonder if we can improve that trait again over time, because that seems to be what it's getting at when the event said you can improve if you are already a herbalist or a songwriter. She sought out to, with concerns of, regarding the search for the relic? Oh, yeah, you can have your decree. Huh! Build time plus 25%, vassal tax minus 5%, city vassal opinion minus 20. Damn. This is costing us more and more, because these effects are still stacking. So, what else have we lost here? We did have, the levy size. Oh, the rumor disappeared. Should I worry about that? Maybe. I've rested long enough. I can return to my studies now and learn more about songwriting if I choose. Awesome. That's very, very cool. Betrothed can marry. Yep, that's my granddaughter. Whatever, that's fine by me. And our grandson needs an education focus. Intrigue for you. We'll assign him a guardian as well because I'm feeling generous. My son's son. Okay, so he's not actually in line to take the throne or anything like that, so I don't mind too much. Someone with decent stats. Actually, his stats aren't bad. This one's diligent, so we'll take him instead. He'll do. Diligent gives them a buff to their potential education, so we'll take that one instead. This is our other grandson, so you can be training thrift. I really don't care about our other grandsons. It's the heirs of our heir that I care about the most. So this kid here, who's come out terrible, he's got Horsey and Idolizer, arguably two of the worst traits in game. Excellent. I feel like I want to be his guardian, if you don't mind. Seeing as we're pretty good as well. Where are we? So by rank instead. Yeah, we've got, you know, diligent, just, patient. These are all the best traits an educator can have, so absolutely, let's take that. Dear father, peace be with you. I gladly accept the guardianship between you and your eventual heir. Thank you, I appreciate that. Nice to know that you trust me that much. We can make the Duchy of Calder, but again, I think we want to revoke these lands first so we can actually grant it to people of our culture. Now, how long have we got to wait for that? What do we say? 8347. Okay, only 6 more years. That's fine by me. What are we doing? We're learning how to sing. Can we do that again? Let's mark this as a special interest so we can do them whenever we can. We should probably mark that and that as special interest. I feel like they're all pretty important. We're not going to hide these because these seem very, very useful. We'll also mark Gonator as special interest because that seems pretty good as well, funnily enough. Right, sweet. So we can't see the other decisions that were like, you know, join a house or what was it, see holders of artifacts or something like that. It doesn't matter too much. Oh, we lost trade patient. Should have opened my mouth. I'd rather have these on special interest so that we can do them when we know they're available. Search for Smith, I'm going to untick until we become an empire. Seriously? There is no hope of finding the lost treasure, and the search has been cancelled. Imprisoner dead. No. Okay, you know what? Fine. A little bit disappointing, but that's okay, because we seem to be able to have the search for ancient artifacts option here. You get better lore master. This guy's only got 12. Alright, okay, we need to hide these and show employment decisions. We need to hire an emissary? Is that what we're after? A soldier, steward, spy? It must be an emissary, right? No? Soldier, steward, spy? Emissary? We just haven't got one for a priest. Okay, fair enough. Hide decisions. We'll go back onto the middle of decisions instead. I'll look in the character finder and see what we can find here. Fully reset. My religion, my culture. Well, my culture doesn't matter too much as long as they're our religion. We want to go join court, yes, and we'll search by learning. This guy's better. Although he doesn't have the theocracy, or a theocratic education there. So maybe we won't be allowed to put him in charge. Yeah, I feel like we might need to take this guy instead. Sophisticated Sage, he seems appropriate. But to court, plus he got 15, so that's an improvement. It's a step in the right direction. Not incredibly great, you know, nothing particularly noteworthy. He's also a loyalist, so that's win-win, really. I want you, my good friend, to search for ancient artifacts in Umbar. Alright, hopefully we'll find another extraordinary artifact. It's a real shame we lost that, but, you know, I'm not surprised too much. Do we want to send our daughter to Barad-dûr? Yeah, you know what? Why not? Let's do that as punishment. What's happening here? Kings of the Dunedain are attacking... Oh, shit, that's really bad. Elendur. This is Isildur's son. Shit, that could be a problem. Dunedain prevent invasion of Akor. Okay, that's really bad. Maybe we should have done those conquests when we could. You know, I don't care about these random bastard children in my dynasty. Right, so we could have... We could be bordering the Kings of the Dunedain in no time flat. With their 41,000 men. Is this actually his invasion as well? Yeah, it is. Damn. Can we offer to join this dude's war? Offer to join war, yes. We need to try and stop them from taking this, because obviously we want to take this. Only 5,000 men there, we might be okay. They're all going to meet up in Umbar. We'll let them do that. Thanks to your teaching, your young pupil has progressed. Progressed in... Oh, songwriting! Oh, you can pass it on to your children? Oh, I like this mod more now. This is great. I really do like the ability, I've mentioned this a lot, you know, about the Trade League and about the Elder Kings mod. The ability to get multiple educations, because it doesn't make sense, oh, I'm trained in martial and that's it, that's all I'm good at now in my life. Especially when some of these fantasy mods like this one, like the Elder Kings, have characters that live to hundreds and thousands of years old in some cases. Doesn't make sense that they would just be like, yeah, I'm a marshal, I think I'll leave it there. Very cool, I like that. Can we do it again? Can we improve that? Oh, we need more piety, right. And of course we're searching for artifacts, which I doubt actually gives us piety there. We actually have no piety buffing Chancellor options. Okay, fair enough. Oh, Christ. We were too slow. Right, that's really bad, because now we share this hard border with the Kings of Dunedain, although we might be able to go ahead and... Oh, we can only conquest them. With their 36,000 men. We're going to have to play tall. I hate to say it, but we're going to have to play tall. Damn it. Okay, let's start grabbing claims on some other part of Harad then. Because they can only prepare invasion once per lifetime, so this guy isn't exactly going to turn around and take the rest of Harad either, but his vassals might start spreading out from here. Do we have any claims we have on Harad already? Because we don't have a border with them now. No. But once we grab the Great Dune Sea, then I think we should be okay to attack them. That's pretty annoying. Not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of having this massive border with the Dunedain, although they have got Black Numenorians in there as their major dukes. You know, maybe we could play the intrigue game. Alright, that's fine. I was going to say, if we could maybe inspire a massive revolt that we then back and try and help them overthrow it, maybe even get them swear fealty if we become an emperor, you know? This guy wants to marry my granddaughter. He is the current Lord of Harad. That would put us in a non-aggression pact. I'm going to decline it. I'm going to decline it just to be safe. Just in case we get, like, a decent claim. Designated regent will take, I mean, really, somebody who doesn't like us completely. That guy will do as well. Court midget. Oh, don't know if I like that. Tumblr's going to be having a fit about that. We've got a war chest. Nice. Okay, what's next on the menu? We can see the round prosper. I feel like we're doing a pretty good job of that already. How close are we to a religious revocation? 3347. So we've got 3 years on that one. And then before we can declare war on this dude, we have to wait another 2 years. Nice. Well, we got some tech points from Sauron. Thanks, Sauron. What a kind gift. So we're going to have to play tall now, as I was saying. Seeing as apparently we're expected to fight the kingdoms of the Dunedain now. So that's pretty worrying. What do we want to do? Oversee construction, maybe? I mean, Umbar is prospering, so we can afford to flip him over for a while. What is going to give us decent troops? Or at least give us... Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's really nice. Large Dunedain Forge, play tall. All the troops from this particular holding get plus 10 to everything. We can upgrade that. Okay, we can upgrade it once. Tax income is pretty good. Do we have the equivalent of sort of like a fort in this, giving... Oh, sorry, how have I forgotten what it's called? The amount of times I build them. The one that gives levy size, keep. We're looking for a keep. One that gives the flat bonus to levy size, because that's always worth building first. Doesn't look like we do. Okay, fair enough. That's understandable. Sure. Let's go ahead and build ourselves some tax buildings and start off with, just to keep our tax increasing, because that way we can at least hire mercenaries if nothing else. What have we got? We've got Umbar. What else actually belongs to us? We've got this one here. This province was very good down here that we actually took from the Kingdom of the Belakar, so we'll try and upgrade this one as well. What have we got that gives taxes? Let's take a look. That gives levy size... Oh, okay, there's the keep. Right. Not as powerful as the base game, understandable, because the base game one is pretty overpowered in my opinion. Large Castle Hamlet. Tax income plus 3.5. Sold. Alright, so I took a one of the Valar as a concubine. Long story short, I think it may have contributed to the game crashing, but I've had some issues with it, so I've had to reload back to quite an old save. So there might be one or two things a little bit different here. One of which, those eagle-eyed of you out there will have noticed, we're being prepared to invade. Akrazor, Hammerkill of the West Farthing, is planning to evade me and take all my shit, probably. So, that could be an issue. Seeing as he already has way more men than us, and he's going to get more event spawn troops that goes along, because that's just how invasions work. Now, the AI sometimes forgets to launch them, which might be okay. I'm thinking we stockpile cash pretty desperately and rely on mercenaries if we have to. There are no holy orders either. The mercenaries aren't great. I don't want to have to rely on them, but they're better than nothing. Light infantry, cavalry, is that it? Got this guy's got archers and heavy infantry. This could be an issue. So we'll see how it goes. Ooh, what do we want for this one? He can stay for as long as he likes and get gregarious. No such like. Okay. Well, like I said, we'll stockpile gold. We'll kick around and hope for the best. These Dunedain are getting really out of hand here. Designate a region. Again, you'll do. I don't really mind too much about this. Before I settle this up properly, I guess. There we go. Okay. So let's wait and see what happens. I took it as a concubine just for the fun of it. We're beyond the age of having children anyway, so it doesn't actually affect us. But when we play as our heir, might be something we want to remember, that we can take a god as a concubine unless the devs watch the video and patch it before we get a chance to. But, that being said, it would be pretty interesting to see if our children can actually come out as Valar as well. Right, we built a war chest. That's good for us. It's going to give us the stewardship that we so desperately need. When does he plan to invade by? 8346. Right. I say... Ooh, moral armies or castle levy size. I think I will take... See, now that is a buff to us. Giving us Diligent Liege, morale of armies plus 10%. Or that one only gives Umbar plus 25% troops. So I'm actually going to take, if we can, the morale of my retinues being buffed instead. Now, hopefully, by the time this invasion is either launched or they ignore it, our truce will have finished with, obviously, you know, our kin to the south there, and we can finish off our wars down there. Maybe even form the empire by the end of this video, like I said that we were going to try and do. Oh, my money. Are they actually going to do it? Okay, they've got 2 more months. We're just going to blast through, and hopefully they'll forget. Do we want my grandson, my eventual heir, to become ambitious? Absolutely, of course we do. He's not coming out too bad. He's not great, but he's not too bad. Arbitrary conscientious can turn into diligent or temperate, both of which are obviously pretty good as well. He's got those nice buffs from just being, you know, born of Numenor. He forgot? They didn't invade. We're good. Okay, so, to the south then. Oh shit, seriously? Next month? Okay. Next month. 19th, we're good. Okay, so what can we actually take from this guy? We can go ahead and take any duchy level type we want. In fact, that's a pretty decent size of land that we're going to take from him there. Do you want to take his capital instead? Probably not. Right, so we go for this duchy. Boom. It's got 3,000 men. We have 5,000 men, so we're outnumbering him. Plus, we're a better commander. Plus, we get those, you know, True Blood of Numenor giving us a nice buff as well. Was it this one here? Blood of Elros Tar Miniatur. Gives us martial plus 2, morale defense, morale damage, and plus damage as well. That's pretty nice. Okay, what is this? Why are they there? That doesn't seem fair that they can just have... Oh, they've just got boats sat there for the fun of it? Maybe they've raised boats and now they can't put them back down, or the AI doesn't really know how to put them back down because they lost all their coastal provinces? So is that just sitting there costing them a fortune? Yes. Yes, it is. Well, that's good to know. Alright, well, if we play a long enough game, they'll just go bankrupt because apparently they're not putting their boats down. Okay. An artifact. Just a regular artifact. What about this guy? Do we want this guy to do it? No. We want to ask one of our different chancellors to do it instead. Now, who's our best one right now? 23, our spy master. Well, she's lost one artifact. Should we give her another chance? Let's do it. We're going to give you the ability to search for yet another artifact. It's not extraordinary, which is a little bit of a disappointment, but it's better than nothing, obviously. Several clues. The spies are yours. Bear in mind we gave her spies before and she fucked it up, so, you know, we're rolling the dice, I guess. Right, we want to leave the troops. We'll have our heir on the flank with his ridiculous 26 marshal. I mean, ours is 30, so it's pretty ridiculous. Alright. It should take no time at all, because I can't imagine these places are particularly well fortified, are they? 3.2. We could assault them down if we wanted to. Oh, nice. Nicaea? Is that not in Greece? Influenced by your glorious Aduniac culture and neighbouring provinces, they've adopted the culture like that of Anadun. Monkeys imitating men. Umbarians, Black Numenorians. Is Umbarian a particular culture, then? Culture is Southron. So they're not adopting our culture. They're just adopting our race, basically. Okay, fair enough. So they speak Umbarian, they act Umbarian, but apparently they are Black Numenorian. Okay, you know what? Close enough. Understandable. Now, we could assault these down. Is there much point? Probably not, to be honest. You want a chance for them to become good or get guaranteed diligent? I'll take the guaranteed diligent, actually. Alright, we might as well just wait for these to just go down manually. We might as well just go for a regular siege rather than the assault. This one I'll happily assault because we're barely going to lose any troops. That 28 troops? Yeah, I think that's fair. Nice. Okay, 27%. I don't think they're actually going to do anything to try and stop us, are they? What's he busy doing? He prepared an invasion of Harad? Can we do that? No. Huh. So he's busy invading Harad. Meanwhile, he's going to lose his core provinces here. He's marched his troops across the desert. Understandable. Have a nice day. He's got 2,000 men. I might even offer to join Harad in that war to stop them, because obviously we don't want these guys becoming too powerful. Yep. I will join you, seeing as we are already at war with them. Plus, it'll count for war score for these guys, because an ally has sieged down their provinces. Pretty nice. Alright, 8 days. Again, we'll just let these ones tick down manually, because, you know, my general rule, as I've talked about in other series, is 10 to 1 when we're assaulting, because that way you're, you know, going to get it fairly comfortably, and you're not also going to lose a shit ton of troops. How are our retinues looking? We could get Haradrim Mumakil. Did I not check? Oh, Black Numenorian Knights are incredible. Heavy cavalry plus 300%. Plus it's all heavy cavalry as well. Jesus. Wow, okay. And obviously we can get Mumakil as well. A mixture of these retinues seem like a really, really good bet. But honestly, maybe even going pure Black Numenorian Knights to bolster our regular troops would be pretty good. Those are incredibly powerful. But I've got to remember they are differently balanced in this mod. I'm looking at this from a base game perspective and saying that that's obviously insane. But in this, it might not be the case. So we'll just have to test it out for ourselves. Not rely on my base game knowledge here. Are they moving into us? Where are they going? Heading south. Well, we'll swing around and catch them. It's only 74 troops, but, you know, it's better than nothing, eh? But now, sometime, my wife, Galdawen, has been complaining about her painful joints. I pray that she will recover. Naturally. I mean, she's already had symptom treatment, so I don't know what more she wants for us. There we go. That one was down pretty quickly. And this will be the end of the war. Oh, shit. This guy wants 187 gold to build a nice statue of us. He is just, diligent, deceitful, though. Okay. So the outcome of the statue depends on the traits of the guy asking for it. But he is just and diligent, so I would trust him with this one. Good luck. I'm kind of surprised we haven't finished this war, seeing as we hold the entire war goal, right? That is everything we're after. Oh, no, wait. This one's part of the war goal as well. Huh. Okay, I didn't even realize. Fair enough. Now we've won. 97% war score. Are you serious? Okay, well, we'll hit their capital as well then. 99%. Boom. We've done it. No? Boom. We've done it. Oh, that was the prepared invasion of Haradrim. Okay, fair enough. I suppose you haven't had any major battles yet. And apparently we've not sieged these provinces down anymore, because they counted as war goal for the other guy instead. Not very fair. Alright. You know what? I'm glad we did that, because we want Harad to remain... We want these characters to remain equally as strong, and if they'd have won that, they'd have obviously blobbed out of control probably pretty quickly there. Seeing as Harad's already been knocked around a bit by the Dunedain. 100% war score. Thank you very much. Nice. We look a lot better now. Just a shame about this white blob next to us. But if we do declare an offensive war, you've got to remember, it's going to take them a long time to bring their troops down from Arnor. So to even bring their troops down from Gondor to some extent, they've got to trek through the desert and bring them all the way from, like, Bar Morthil is going to take a very, very long time. Awesome. I kind of don't want to wait another however many hundreds of years it's actually going to take for this dude to not be a truce with us anymore. How long is it going to take? Another 10 years? We could try and kill him off. 9.7% power. Apparently he's very well liked. Oh, more importantly, he's only got 2 vassals. Right. Fair enough. We'll leave it there. Thanks for watching. I feel like next episode we'll save up the 1,000 gold and see what happens if we go and hunt for the ring. If we got it first time, that would be incredible. Let me know what you think about the idea of maybe marrying a god with our next character. And maybe if the devs watching, they can tell me how much that will break the game. And of course, shout out to all of my patrons for backing the channel and making it possible. Let me open my notes. Zachary Harris, Sean Thornton, Lucas Holting, James Ogilvie, Rael, Conspired Team, Michael Mullen, Gabriel Van Ders, Haydog, Josh Lundin, Tessa, and Logan Thorne at the very top tier there. The ones who deserve the fanfare. Not saying that anybody else doesn't deserve the fanfare, but those guys paid for it. Brandon Vitoniak, Jans, Necrophilan, Felix Deal, Prince Owl, What's This, Noble S, Quet Lotchley, Zara Reven, Paul Master, Imperator Augustus, Jack Allen, Chancellor Chief, Palpatine, the Lizard King, Llewellyn, Thomas, Euron, DeVries, Euphrates, John Connie 217, Salaki, and Jordan Campbell. Thank you all very much for your support as well, without which this wouldn't exist. Very fun. I'm enjoying this mod. I'm glad that this episode we got our head around the mechanics a little bit more, the singing mechanics. I appreciate that. The singing and healing I think is very, very cool. Nicely done. We've got to worry about the Dunedain, but I think we're not far off the Empire. I think even next episode we could probably start with doing something like that. Let's just take a look here. Middle-earth decisions. Claim the kingdom of Anadune. All we need to do is completely control those two kingdoms. Oh, we also need to control this one here. So we are going to have to go to war with the Dunedain at some point, unfortunately, but should be pretty easy. See you next time.